Hot takes, great debates, highlights, basketball. LeBron James' son, Bronny James Jr., a freshman at Sierra Canyon, was in the middle of a game. Actually, it was the third quarter. And while he was inbounding the basketball, someone threw something at Bronny James Jr. LeBron was actually at this game. It looks like it was a kid that threw something at Bronny James. They did stop the game, and this kid or teenager, whomever it was ejected from the basketball game. But I see a couple of issues, even in the person that threw this getting ejected. First and foremost, when you throw something at a player or whatever it is, a referee, I've always been against that. Number one, that doesn't come with your ticket. I don't care how much money you pay for that game. I get it. It's Bronny James Jr. You know his dad is one of the most popular athletes ever. When you pay for a ticket, that doesn't give you the right to throw something at people. I don't care what that person is, who he is, or what that person makes. You don't get the right to throw something at somebody, especially a damn high school kid. Second off, and this is just how I feel about it, it rubs me the wrong way. I think ESPN plays a part in this. ESPN has a bunch of Sierra Canyon games. If you don't know who Sierra Canyon is, again, Bronny James Jr. plays there. Zaire Wade plays there. That's Dwayne Wade's son. And they're not even the two best players on the team. Neither one of those guys are the best on that team. It's a big school in California that's really good at basketball. ESPN has more Sierra Canyon games on TV. This is a high school, and this is Bronny James' freshman year. They have more Sierra Canyon games on TV than most of the NBA teams. I'm sorry, I just don't know that many people interested in watching high school basketball. That's me personally. I get it, it's LeBron's son. I get it, it's Dwayne Wade's son. I just don't believe there's that much hype outside of the California area to watch Bronny James Jr. night in, night out. He's a freshman, and I want to say this respectfully to Bronny James Jr. and Zaire Wade. To me, neither of those guys are that good yet. Bronny has potential, but as of right now, I don't see NBA in this kid's future. If you wanted to put Money Bates on TV, I'd get it. If you wanted to put one of these seniors on TV a lot that's coming into college, these dudes can really ball out. I don't want to get anybody's names wrong, but a lot of these dudes that's heading to UCLA and some schools on the West Coast and Kentucky and company, these dudes can really ball out. If you want to put one of them on TV, I get it. If you want to put Mikey Williams, another freshman that used to play with Bronny James Jr., Mikey Williams is dropping 70 in basketball games. For those following the high school level, y'all know exactly who Mikey Williams is. This dude will be the number one pick in the 2024, 20, whatever draft he comes out, 23, he'll be the number one pick. But I don't really see it in Bronny James Jr. yet. Maybe this happens. To me, he seems like a D1 athlete for sure, but a 3-star, 3.5-star, 4-star at best type guy. I don't see NBA in his future as of yet. Now, he could obviously get taller. His game can develop. His dad is one of the greatest. Fine. But I don't even know why ESPN has this school on TV that much. And then also, the limelight that LeBron James puts his kids in, I believe, is problematic. I don't know if you know this or not, but LeBron James' daughter, she's 5 years old, and she's the cutest thing ever, Zori James. She has a very popping YouTube channel as YouTube unveils their new YouTube Kids. You can watch Zori James on YouTube right now. I saw her dad in the episode, her mom, Savannah, in an episode as well. This kid is adorable. She's going to be gold. I think she's going to be the president of the United States in 40 years. I call her my next president. But with that being said, and this is Bron's family. He gets to run it the way he wants. Who am I to say anything? All I'm saying is that you put your kids in the limelight, they become more popular. That's how your son is able to get 1 million followers on Instagram in a day. It's off your clout, your fame. And all I'm saying is when someone throws something at Bronny James Jr., to a degree, LeBron has to feel like they're throwing something at him. Right? Like, you got to look at that and believe that's part of it. Is it the whole thing? I'm not sure. But there are better guys on that team, that Sierra Canyon team. If you're trying to make an impact and throw something at the guy that was dominating you, I don't know. I didn't watch this game. The chances are that Bronny James Jr. wasn't the guy that was tearing this team up. It probably was someone else. So we know it ain't about on the court. So this is personal. You're throwing up something at this guy. You're throwing something, because to me, this is what I look at it. When you throw something at a person, you think of them as the trash can, right? You're throwing your trash at what you believe the trash can. It was more important for you to throw something at that human being than to throw it into the trash can. So you obviously look at them as trash, right? To me, especially when you got somebody doing it to a high schooler, that kid, Bronny James, ain't built up enough equity to develop that hate. Every time I see the kid, he's in good spirits, dancing somewhere, laughing with his teammates. To a degree, LeBron has to realize that's somebody throwing something at him. So LeBron's entered his whole family into this limelight. They didn't have a choice. And I get it, he's one of the most popular athletes ever. But in comparison to LeBron, LeBron's wife flies under the radar. Savannah doesn't like all that limelight. Savannah do her. That is a true queen. She does her. And I just wonder, will LeBron, again, putting Bronny in the spotlight is one thing. What if the kid does blossom and become an NBA player? Fine, I get that. That's Brandon. I get that. I'm fine with that. But you put these kids in the spotlight this early and you don't know what they're going to be if they want that. What if they want to be a doctor? Do they need this much attention? What if they just want to be a lawyer? Or what if they just want to be a clerk, a manager at a store? Like, again, whatever they want to do, it's their futures. You're putting them in the limelight and putting them in positions where they can't be normal. And I know that'll be difficult. But Marcus Jordan, the son of Michael Jordan, by the way, Marcus Jordan does his thing with the Jordan brand, owning a shoe stores in Orlando, I know for sure, and he's a big part of that Jordan brand. You could be right next to Marcus Jordan at the airport and you wouldn't know who he is. You would not know who he is. Michael Jordan's the most popular athlete to me ever. And you wouldn't even know who his son is. To be fair to LeBron, we're in the social media era. But you could be sitting next to LeBron's wife, Savannah James. There's a chance you might recognize her. There's a good chance you won't. I'm just saying, LeBron has made the decision to put his kids in the spotlight. And he's got 3 beautiful kids, Bronny, Bryson, and Zori. I wonder, does LeBron ever reconsider that decision that he's made? Because they're all in. Zori and that YouTube channel, they're all in. They've turned off the comments and they're uploading a video weekly now. She's 5. Bronny James, ESPN, you got to believe LeBron has some type of say so, him and D-Wade, and their kids being on television this month. That's ridiculous. And I do fault ESPN to a degree for all this. Why are these kids on TV? They're not the greatest team in California right now. They're not the best team in California. Why are they on TV like this early? It's almost like ESPN is just putting the blueprint down, just in case Bronny's great. We want to make sure we got him. Like, no other network can buy that. It's going to be on ESPN. I just don't get between ESPN and LeBron and this chase for fame. You know what I mean? It just baffles me. I just don't want to see nothing happen to one of these kids. LeBron doesn't, I've seen LeBron at AAU games on film, on Ballers Life, his YouTube. Hot takes. LeBron doesn't walk around with a ton of security as is at these AAU games, let alone what he can do for his kid. I know LeBron's a fairly rich guy. He's going to be a billionaire soon, more than a fairly rich. But why do this at this age to these kids? Why? You into sports, we got you. NFL news, I got you. NBA news, NBA highlights, NBA full coverage, feature stories, all that great stuff, I got you. We even got a little bit of Madden and 2K mixed in. Subscribe to this platform, and I got you. More quality content on the way. Subscribe.